Hey, 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 what is up, guys? Hope you guys are all doing well. I am here with Sam and Shell, and today we're doing the Mandalorian podcast. We've been waiting for this for quite a long time. We've had this planned for months, so I'm really excited to get this show on the road. So what's up, oofers? Fiva Film, Star Wars 66, Towers J Gaming, Andy. Hope you guys are all doing well. What's up, Taco Cat? Hope you guys are all having a great Friday night. I know I am. And basically in this podcast, we're going to be going over everything The Mandalorian. So if you guys have any questions that you want us to answer, or just, hey Gray, what's your thoughts on this? We'll be glad to answer those, as well as theories. If you have any theories that you want us to think about or bring up to us, we're all for this. This is a discussion podcast with you guys. So we're not only going to be doing that, but we're going to be doing breakdowns between all of the trailers that we've gotten. So the first, the second one, and the special look one. Even though it's only 30 seconds, we did get some brief new footage, so I'd love to go over that. We're going to break down every single shot of the trailer, look at the Season 2 images that have been released and confirmed, which actually are on screen right now. I got them animated slightly, so that way you guys can look through them while we're talking. And I also want to go over the Mandalorian Season 2 expectations, what we thought of Season 1, what we want to see realistically, all that good stuff. We're going to be talking about leaks. You guys know I don't normally cover leaks unless they're really big, and I feel like you guys are being misinformed. But this podcast, we get to talk about leaks, where I stand with those leaks, and do I hope these leaks come true, or do I not? And there's a ton of leaks I do want to go over towards the end. As well as confirmed stuff that I do want to talk about story-wise. So, yeah, there's a lot of stuff we're going to be doing in this podcast. We're just going to be chilling, talking together. We did a practice podcast last night trying to figure out the audio stuff. So, if it's not great today for some reason, let us know in chat. We'll do our best to try and fix it. But, yeah, I don't think Sam and Shell have talked yet, so don't worry. You guys aren't missing them yet, but they'll be talking very soon. But I'm doing great. Thank you, Oofers. Thanks for asking, man. And Shell is here. Sam, you here?
Yep.
All right, you guys doing good?
Doing just fine.
All right, glad to hear.
Tired as usual.
All right, so do you guys want to start off with the breakdowns of the trailers? Does that sound good?
Sure. We're gonna start with the first one.
All right, yeah. Let's go ahead and start with the first one. Let me know when you guys have it all pulled up. Oofer says, okay, so my first question is thoughts on Rosario Dawson being Ahsoka. I knew that was going to be brought up. I knew it. And then also, is she Ahsoka in Rebels? If she isn't, I kind of wish Ashley was casted for Ahsoka. Okay, very interesting. So, yes, that is going to be the very first leak that we're going to talk about. And I'm glad you brought that up because we're going to go into depth about that for sure, 100%. Because I have a lot of thoughts on that. Lots and lots of thoughts. And we can also do research. I actually have a scene for me to just show you guys my browser, and we can just, look up whatever you want to. So, yeah.
All right.
What are we supposed to be looking up?
The first trailer for The Mandalorian Season 2. It should be on the Star Wars channel. It's called The Mandalorian Season 2 Official Trailer, Disney Plus. You should be able to see it on there. And let me know when it's all set up. We're going to go through it without talking so that way you guys can hear it. And then we're going to skip it back and go frame by frame, catching what we saw. And a quick disclaimer for you guys is that I haven't been watching all those breakdowns and stuff because I want to give you guys my breakdown of it without being influenced by anybody. Obviously, I've seen thumbnails point certain things out, which I'll talk about in here. But for the most part, this is going to be my thoughts and my reaction after watching this several times. So just let me know when you guys are ready, and then we'll get going.
I'm all ready to go.
All right, you guys are ready? All right, let's do this. So 3, 2, 1, go.
Show me the one whose safety deemed such destruction. You must reunite it with its own kind.
Where?
This you must determine. The songs of eons past tell of battles between Mandalore the Great and an order of sorcerers called Jedi.
You expect me to search the galaxy and deliver this creature to a race of enemy sorcerers?
This is the way.
You know this is no place for a child.
Wherever I go, he goes.
So I've heard.
This is the way.
All right, so we got a lot of stuff there.
Yeah.
First episode of
Pretty
season
packed
2
in.
comes out on October 30th, right, Gray? Yes, and we're gonna be doing the watch party next Friday, so be there for that. Okay, so let's get right into it from the beginning, right? We get this first shot, right? It shows up the one planet. Now we get a different angle, showing up at another planet. We see the Razor Crest. It looks pretty beat up to me. You know, the doors flying open.
Yeah.
You know,
It
and
seems like
yeah, go.
Yeah, what I was thinking is, there's the scene later that we see him on the boat. That doesn't really seem like, something he'd do if he had a fully functioning ship. So I'm imagining maybe that's him flying towards whatever planet is like, water-based.
Uh-huh. And I totally agree with you.
Yeah, when we see him on the boat later, that's probably after his ship. He's waiting for the, what's it called again?
Talking about the ship? The Razor Crest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Razor Crest, yeah. Well, he's trying to get it repaired or something. He's got a boat around.
Yeah, and this big planet that we're seeing kind of a close-up of, I'm not exactly sure what that is. Technically, I don't know what the other far one is. I have some speculation of what I think that planet is. I've heard several theories saying that, by saying theories, I mean you guys, commenting from the comments you guys put on the trailer and stuff, like seeing that it's Scarif and things like that. I don't think it's quite Scarif. It could be, but I think it's the Corrin planet. I don't remember the name of the Corrin planet, but we got a full-on Clone Wars episode in the Clone Wars based off of the Corrin planet, which is that water-based planet, and they had the whole war in the ocean and stuff. Maybe I can look that up a little bit later, but I think it's that planet, the Corrin home planet, because when we go ahead and play it and continue it, we actually get to see the Corrins, a lot of Corrins, like on the little deck
Show
or
me
whatever.
the one whose safety deemed such destruction.
And then we get this scene, the next one after the Lucasfilm pops up, right? We have Mando with Baby Yoda on some type of desert planet. We don't know if it's a new one. It could be Tatooine. There was quite a few desert planets that were shown in this trailer. I feel like some of them are Tatooine, obviously, and I feel like some aren't, and then they're just kind of throwing us off like that. And that's where a lot of the leaks with Boba Fett come our way, right? Because the last time we seen Boba Fett in Episode 6 was with the Sarlacc pit on Tatooine. So,
Yeah, I'm thinking that, like, based on this scene, they seem to be at, this is just speculation, I don't know if everyone else has the same mindset, but I think he's wherever, like, the Mandalorians have kind of set up shop again.
Uh-huh.
Because it seems like he's talking to, I forgot her name from the first season.
Yeah, I know
but-
what you're talking about, like the leader of that
Yeah.
clan or whatever.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if this is either, like, a new place where the Mandalorian order has set up, or if that can be someone else.
Yeah, and that brings us into the whole story aspect of it, right? Because not only do we not know a whole lot about this clan or whatever that we're dealing with the Mandalorian, there's tons of different clans that we got. The Mandalorian is very big. Yes, there's tons that were killed off and stuff, but I'm like, there's so many other clans that I'm sure they haven't even seen in so much time, because in the Clone Wars we got Death Watch, right? And then you got the Mandalorians that were on Satine's side, and you had the whole Mandalorian Siege of Mandalore stuff, right? So there's tons of different like little clans, but they're all Mandalorian. So I don't know if they're gonna be. I have no idea. We might even get Mandalorian fights, and then you get people that wear Mandalorian armor that aren't specifically Mandalorian, like Boba Fett. He wears Mandalorian armor, but he's not Mandalorian. You know, he's a clone. So from Jango Fett.
Yeah.
But what's up, Flimsy Tom? How you doing, man? Hope you're doing well. I'm so excited for when we talk about Ahsoka. I know. We're going to talk about that very soon. Yeah, I do think that scene right there when they're walking, I don't... I'll tell you why I don't think that is Tatooine, even though we see the dirt and stuff. There's a lot of lights in the background, right? There's another dark...
You know,
yeah, go for it. Go.
You know, when you said that right now, my mind kind of went to season 1, where they killed that lady, the other bounty hunter, or the young guy. I don't know. I forget his name, but
I know
Amanda was supposed to.
I know who you're talking about. But they didn't kill her. They killed the guy, but they didn't kill her.
No,
that was one of the hook endings. You're talking about Ming-Mo Wen, I think, the person that was in Agents of Shield, right? You're talking about her. Yeah, they didn't kill her, right? I could have sworn that she was alive, and that was like the hook ending.
She did die.
Did she die, guys? I thought it was. I thought that was the hook ending.
Wrong.
I might
No,
be okay. I must be wrong on this.
I thought the guy killed her, and then Mando ended up killing the guy.
Right. Well, oh yeah,
No,
I remember
no.
him. I remember him shooting her, but I don't think that she died. Here, I want to look this up now because now I'm curious. You know, so because I might be remembering it wrong. You know.
Hold on. Listen. What happened was, it was he was trying to get into the guild, so Mando was helping him, or you know,
Yeah.
because he needed money. They finally caught Ming-Na Wen, and hopefully I said her name right.
We should find out her Star Wars name. We're calling her by her real name. I don't even know her real name.
And Mando went to go get like another like ride kind of a thing, because one of their speeders got messed up. So Mando went and trusted the guy because the guy didn't trust Mando, and he said, "Fine, I'll go get it." And when he got back, the guy shot Ming-Na Wen, and the guy left. So Mando came back on like the animal, and he saw her dead, and that was the hook ending. Oh no, but I think the guy actually ended up dying because
the guy died. I know that for sure. I'm just not 100% sold on the lady because I remember there being a hook ending. I just can't remember what it is. So maybe I did remember that wrong. I'm gonna look it up in just a sec. Her Star Wars name is Assassin Fennec Shand, if I'm saying that right.
I'm for sure that she died because the guy shot her with his blaster.
Do you...
Honestly, I don't blame anyone for really forgetting what happened, because if I'm being honest, that was probably one of the weakest episodes in the season.
Honestly, I think episode 4 was probably my least favorite.
Well, no, episode 4 was absolutely the weakest, but that was like second.
What was episode 4? I forgot.
Episode 4 was the one where they have to like defend the village. It's
the one with the ATST. With
it's
the red eyes.
The plot. It's the plot of Kung Fu Panda 3, but you know, absolutely, completely the same in every way.
That's kind of true.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the exact episode. I don't remember if it's that one. I think it's this one. I'm going to try clicking this one. Hold on, I'm going to have to pause it because I don't want it, you know, because they can hear the audio. So let me mute this here. Yeah. Yes, I did pick the right episode. Okay, so I'm skipping it to that part. So from that one shot, she did not die. So he did shoot her. He shot her. Now she is like on her hands and knees. He got on his knee and he's talking to her.
Yeah, and he kills her.
And we're about to find out. I don't know. That could be
Actually,
true.
Wait, no, I just looked it up. Do you want to like finish that, or do you want me to just tell you what I found?
Go for it. Tell me what you found.
All right. So what ends up happening is, she tells the guy that that Mando is a traitor, and the guy ends up shooting her and then running back to try and steal the kid, try and steal Baby Yoda.
Right.
Yeah.
Mandalorian shows up and kills the guy, and then he gives the guy's money to the people who are repairing his ship.
Right.
And he leaves. But then in the ending, the hook ending is a mysterious figure is seen approaching her body.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah, that was the hook ending, right? Because we didn't know who was approaching her body.
I remember there was a hook ending. I just couldn't. I thought that maybe. Yep. There's somebody walking towards her body right now. She's laying down. She's in handcuffs.
Yeah, and she's dead.
Is she though? I don't know. It could be. You never know.
Unless she's like coming back to life.
Yeah. For some reason, I don't know. For some reason, I don't know why I thought that she was alive. I don't know. I thought maybe that was the hook ending. I don't know. I must have just remembered it wrong.
I don't blame you. That episode was pretty forgettable.
Yeah. So. Yeah. All right. Anyways, but yeah, that planet is Tatooine. So, who knows? Who knows what this planet is in the trailer right here? I don't think this specific planet is Tatooine because of all the lights and stuff. And since we see how the lighting is, right? Let's go ahead and play it, and I'll see if I can show you guys the other shot I'm talking about.
You must reunite.
Okay, there we get another angle of that same shot, right? That's another reason why I don't think it's Tatooine. Look at the lighting. Like, it just doesn't look like Tatooine. There's, like, graffiti everywhere. There's buildings. I'm thinking, I don't know exactly what, but that kind of looks like Corellia, maybe, to me, a little bit. Not exactly because of the dirt and stuff, but, I mean, at least the lights and the buildings and the graffiti. I don't know. Out of all the Star Wars planets, this kind of makes me think. I was thinking maybe a little bit of Coruscant, but I'm like, nah, this isn't Coruscant. This can't be Coruscant. And then I was like, thinking, what other map, could this be? And my best guess would be Corellia, but I'm not sure.
I'm definitely thinking I think whatever planet it is, it's sort of because just because it's a desert planet doesn't mean it's one that we've seen before.
Right.
Right.
There's a lot of desert planets.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it could be a planet we've never heard of before.
Yeah. And then Tower says it could be a different city on Tatooine. Yeah, it could be, This is just all speculation. And then we get the next shot, right, which I believe is Tatooine because we got the Bantha and then the sand people
Tusken
on it.
Raider.
Yeah, the Tusken Raider
I've never
on
seen
it.
the sand people anywhere else, so.
Yeah, and then we get to see the Razor Crest at the top left kind of just fly by towards the top, and he's looking at the Razor Crest, So I do feel like they are going to Tatooine, and there's another reason why I think that Tatooine is going to be involved. But then we get a brand new shot right after that. It's a lot of stuff. We see the Razor Crest flying by on this snow planet. Some people speculated, it's probably Hoth and stuff like that. But I'll tell you what I think it is. I think that this is Ilum. Are you guys familiar with Ilum?
No.
Okay, Ilum is the planet where you see all the kyber crystals. Do you remember the episode in Clone Wars where the younglings were taken into Ilum, into this one place that had the solid ice rock or whatever, right? And they had to find their kyber crystal before it got frozen. Type of deal.
Was this from?
Wait, say that again.
What was that? What was that clip from that you're talking about?
This is from the Clone Wars. The
I
Clone Wars.
Finished the Clone Wars.
Okay, you should, man. I'm telling you, it's fantastic.
You always tell me. I'll get to it eventually.
I'm trying. Let me think. Let me try and find this.
You?
I want to pull this up. I want to try and find. I can probably look up a screenshot real quick, actually. And we also got this in Fallen Order as well. We got to go to Ilum and create our own saber, and pick what kyber crystal we wanted and stuff. Change the color and stuff.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oofers, thank you, man. Greatly appreciated. Season 5, Episode 7. Thank you. I'm gonna look for that right now. That's perfect, man. He watched it recently, and that's fantastic. Episode 7. Yeah, he knew it right away. Or is it episode 6? Let me see. No, it's 6. 7 is where this afterwards when they're actually putting it together. But yeah, I think this might be Ilum because maybe I'm not saying, this is just all speculation, but someone could be getting a lightsaber here. Who knows? If it's Baby Yoda, I mean, obviously he's strong in the Force. I mean, if you think about it, like, it's possible. There's one line in the trailer, right? And he talks about the Jedi, bringing him to where he belongs and stuff, right? With the Jedi. Well, where's the Jedi? They're all scattered throughout the galaxy, if you think about it. This is after Episode 6, right? The Empire's going downhill. It's not ruling over the galaxy all over the place anymore, So, it's very possible that some of them were on Ilum getting their lightsabers, So Baby Yoda could possibly get a lightsaber. We've seen him.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, we have seen him do things that I can't even talk right now. But we have seen him do things that I can't even talk, guys. But you know how we've seen him do the Force choke, right? We've seen him do Force healing. He's very strong in the Force, So I don't see why that couldn't be a possibility. But yeah, Episode 6, it shows the younglings on Ilum trying to find their kyber crystal, and I want to find a shot. Here's a picture right here. I don't know if it'll show up though because of the copyright reasons and stuff, but I'll see.
Tall Yoda. Don't say that, Andy. Andy just said tall Yoda, and now I'm scared. Also, Andy, I want to bring up, I think Andy really wants us to play the Borat trailer, but I'm sorry, I don't think Borat is a Star Wars character. So I think we're going to have to pass on that for now.
Oh, yeah. I don't think they can see it. It's black for them. Lame.
Yeah,
I want to pull it up. Okay, hang on. I want to pull this up. Give me a sec, guys.
I do like the idea, but the thing that what I'm thinking is, so this is happening right after the Empire collapses, and that should be at the height of Luke Skywalker trying to, rekindle the Jedi Order.
Exactly.
Before it all goes downhill. So I don't think that they'll like be in hiding or anything.
Oh yeah, I'm not necessarily saying hiding, but I'm like they could be like scattered throughout in their, like, not necessarily like, obviously they're not back to the Republic, they're trying to rebuild something, I'm trying to find a good picture that I can kind of show you guys. At least this might ring a bell right here. Hang on, let me pull this up. This might ring a bell right here. It was this episode right here. Yoda brings these younglings, and they have to find their kyber crystal. That may ring a bell to some of you guys, may not, but that could be a possibility. If that's even Ilum, we have got to see that in Fallen Order as well. So I don't know. Maybe they're not even there for the kyber crystal. Maybe they're just there searching for some Jedi maybe that Jedi is trying to find their kyber crystal or whatever it is. Maybe the Force just called them there. It can be a variety of different
Jedi
things.
Hermited up.
Yeah.
Like, be led on the path of a Jedi who's hermited up in those caves.
Yeah. And
I don't think Baby Yoda is gonna get a lightsaber because it doesn't seem like the kind of thing that you'd be put through if you're only, comparatively. He's 50, but comparatively, that's like giving a 2-year-old a lightsaber. I don't.
You're too young to learn the Force. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, yeah, but you are a little bit too young to be given an extremely powerful laser sword that can cut through literally anything.
Oh my goodness! And I just hear laser sword. Ouch, my ears. That was said in Vader Immortal too. I'm like, oh come on, who wrote this? This isn't Last Jedi stuff. No, but what's it called?
I heard Mark Hamill say laser sword. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You guys hate on Last Jedi too much.
No.
We're not going to get into that right now.
Yeah, this isn't going to turn into a rant. You think it's better than The Force Awakens? Okay, we gotta talk. We gotta have another podcast for the sequel trilogy now. It's gonna happen now. We got to.
It's been so long since the two of us have just sat down and argued like two insane people.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. But
Towers was with us.
yeah, like I was just thinking of like the lightsaber thing as a theory. I don't necessarily think they're actually going to do that. I just think that's a possibility. The reason why I don't think they're actually going to go through with that is because I don't think they're going to steer too far away from the Mandalorians, which I'm all for. I don't want them to start going about the Jedi. I mean, I do to
Or
a
the
point.
Jedi. Give me something new.
Yeah, like I mean, I do to a point. I do like the idea of him trying to bring him to the Jedi, and I still want that Jedi part of it, but I still want the main show to be about the Mandalorian, and I don't want them to kind of stray away from that. So I feel like taking the time out to get his lightsaber. I mean, we've already seen this done before. I feel like us seeing it in Clone Wars in the animated show was enough. You know, I feel like that was great how we got a couple episodes of, you know, selecting your or finding your kyber crystal because the Force calls you to do that, you know, and actually making your lightsaber. We don't need to see that again with Baby Yoda. I mean, I feel like it would be cool, but we could see something cooler that we haven't seen before, you know. And there's so many questions that we've gotten in season 1 that we need answered, you know. And that's the whole thing that I love about this show, because if it was a movie, let's say season 1 was just one big movie, I don't know how much I would like it, because I don't know if they're going to have the second movie good and answer all those questions. That's the problem I had with The Force Awakens. They asked all these questions. I'm like, I don't know how they're going to make a movie, a new movie as its own movie, answering the other questions and creating more on top of all of its plot. It's just a lot to do. But since it's a show, it has that benefit of, you know, we can always come back to it later and answer it, you know? That's the whole benefit of this show. But then
The songs of eons past
then we get this next shot, which is the snow planet, which still could be
tell
Ilum.
of battles between
You know, it looks like, I'm not for sure, but like if you look in the background real
the
quick,
songs of eons past
right?
tell of battles.
We get
that
that
next one?
shot in the bat.
Or is that a gunship?
I honestly, like, I can't tell. That's why I'm like, I'm not exactly sure what that is. We know it's obviously damaged. It could be.
Yeah, the nose looks a bit pointy. I
Yeah.
don't think it's an X-wing, because the X-wing's small, like more narrow than that.
Yeah, it could be a snow speeder, an old snow speeder, maybe. It could be. This is kind of a stretch, but maybe it is an old AT-AT that's fallen, and that's the head of it. I don't know.
Or actually, what's like the six-legged one?
The
The
six-legged
six-legged
one.
walker. That, like, you know, it's kind of.
Oh,
The gorilla.
oh,
walker?
no, he's thinking of the AT-TE from the Clone Wars, right?
One second, let me look at a picture of that. 'Cause I was
Oh
thinking maybe,
yeah.
I was thinking maybe it was like a Republic gunship, but it kind of buried in the snow a bit.
Yeah, that could be it too. Like, it could be buried and we're only seeing part of it, you know?
Yeah, because it has the same. I think it might have a similar. No, the front is a bit more rounded.
Yeah, and right here in this shot, I mean, we see Baby Yoda looking at something, and Mando isn't looking at that right away. We kind of see him kind of get down to his level a little bit.
The
Let me see if we can
songs
watch
of
it.
eons past
Look right here, he's walking
tell
up
of
to him,
battles between man.
then looking down at him, and then Baby Yoda starts to look back at him. Baby Yoda's looking at something in that scene. I don't
The
I
songs
don't
of
know.
eons past.
It could be something that maybe they're leaving. This maybe where they part ways for right now. I don't know. Maybe this is where he's gonna start his training with the Jedi or something. And that's where a lot of people are thinking of, like, the leaked characters like Ahsoka. You know, there's tons of leaks.
I noticed that you keep saying Jedi. What are you? If there is Jedi, what Jedi would you want to be the Mandalorian?
Okay, what are you asking? Like, what would I want, or realistically, you know, or are you asking like what's
both.
leaked?
Both.
Okay.
What, all three or
Yeah,
whatever.
let's get right into the leak stuff right now and start talking about it, because it has just been the whole season 2. The leaks have been insane with the characters. Normally, when you deal with a lot of the popular leaks, they have to do with the story. But for some reason, people are just so set on the characters we have seen before to show up for that fan service, you know? Whether that's Ahsoka, I'm not joking. I have seen tons of leaks about Ahsoka Tano coming in season 2, Captain Rex, Ezra Bridger, Boba Fett, Sabine, Bo-Katan, Luke Skywalker himself. I have seen tons of leaks, okay? That's just some of them. And do I think some of them will actually come? Possibly. I'm honestly not expecting it. I'm not expecting to see Ahsoka. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I think there's certain likelihoods. Like, I don't think Rex is going to be in it, but I do feel like Ahsoka, because they know that Clone Wars is huge.
So yes, yeah.
I feel like it'd be kind of a no-brainer to throw her in there,
Mm-hmm.
and it might lead into more of a... Because, like, as far as Jedi goes, there's Luke, and that's it. And he's trying to restart the Jedi Order, but still, it's like, that's it. Except for potentially, like, I don't really, I haven't watched Rebels or Clone Wars, so is Ahsoka still supposed to be alive at that point?
Well, we don't know if she is alive. Basically, our assumption is yes.
We know she's dead by, what's it called? By the Rise of Skywalker. I'm sorry to invoke its name, but the Rise of Skywalker. Her voice is in that weird ghost vision.
Right. Well.
They have.
And that's another thing, right? Ahsoka is alive at this point, right? But at episode 9, because there's tons of novels and stuff that I don't always keep up with. So I correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but I don't think Ahsoka was ever confirmed to be dead by Rise of Skywalker. She possibly could, most likely. I mean, she was around during the Clone Wars. But if you think about it, we have seen Jedi use the Force to communicate their voice when they're alive and on other planets. So it is possible that she just used Force essence at that right time, to just make Rey hear her,
It is kind of...
go for it.
I mean, that is a good point, but also I'm thinking, like, if you see the entire galaxy almost fall into ruin and the First Order start destroying entire planets, are you going to step in at some point?
Right,
like,
yeah.
Are you just going to sit there and twiddle your thumbs? Because I know the whole gray Jedi thing is light versus dark, not that. But this is far past Jedi. This is the First Order destroying galaxies.
Right.
So it's like, at some point, do you think Ahsoka would, at least put a little bit of effort into it if she was still alive?
I mean, maybe. We got to see her a little bit in Rebels, kind of work behind the scenes, but she, and then
she was alive after her fight with Darth Vader in Rebels.
Yeah, which I don't agree with. I mean, as much as I love Ahsoka, I feel like that would have been perfect for Vader's character development if Vader did finish her off, because we got that whole stupid time travel thing.
This is the way.
This is the way. Andy donated $1 through Super Chat. Thank you very much, Andy. Greatly appreciated, man. Thank you.
So,
Andy coming through again.
Yeah.
For what were we talking about? For Ahsoka, you say that it'd be good for Darth Vader's character development for him to kill off Ahsoka. Well, I see your point on that, but however, you also see how good of a fighter Ahsoka is. Like, she took on Darth Maul, and she gave him a run for his money. I know he's old and cut in half.
May I say something? If you're referring to season 7, I do want to say something. I honestly think that in there, I mean, yes, Ahsoka is powerful, but Darth Maul, I feel like, was kind of giving an easy on her. He was giving her a break. He was wanting to kind of turn her to, hey, let's work together and stop Palpatine and Anakin from destroying this. But she didn't believe that Anakin could turn to the dark side like that,
But do you blame her? Do you blame her for not believing Darth Maul?
No, I mean, I don't blame her, but I'm saying I don't think that's a fair fight saying that, in Rebels they did get to fight, and we got to see them go at it again. But I don't think in season 7 that Maul was trying to kill her, at least at the beginning when we're seeing them fight on the beam and stuff. There was multiple times where he could have easily just cut off the pipe and just made her fall. But he didn't.
It makes sense.
He keeps on reaching out his hands, like, join me, It's like
Okay.
Luke. It's like Vader and Luke in Empire Strikes Back. Vader isn't trying to kill Luke. He's trying to get him to join him. You know. So I
It does
don't.
kind of
Yes.
make sense for me because
I
like
was
it's.
just thinking that.
We keep interrupting Shell. Go for it, Shell.
Oh, yeah,
Sorry.
sorry. Well, no, Sammy, finish what you're gonna say.
I mean, I was just using that as an example because Gray was saying like it had been a great character development for Darth Vader. Well, I mean, I see your point on that, but I'm thinking about it in another point of view where like he gave her a run for her money and she did the same to him. Like he came out almost dead and she was such in bad condition, I guess she went into hiding and she was done. Kind of a thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe I'm
I feel like
explaining
it's kind of because Darth Maul is pretty much the equivalent of like a gray Jedi, but for the Sith side, so he's still evil. But like at that point, he's like he kind of rejects the Sith Order, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
He basically hates Palpatine at this point because he realizes he's genius and he knows he can't beat him by himself. But I mean, if you think about it, him and Savage were on their own little trail of the Sith, and he likes the idea of the Sith, the hatred and stuff like that. But he hates Palpatine. Think about it. Palpatine killed his brother, and replaced him. And didn't really give a crap about him after the Phantom Menace, Like, I don't know. It's just kind of funny to me how he hated. That's what's so cool about Maul, though. His unique story. I don't want to say necessarily like he's against the Sith, because he still claims that he is a Sith.
Okay.
But he doesn't like the Sith. Like, he didn't like Dooku, doesn't like Grievous, he doesn't like Palpatine, doesn't like the whole other side, And that's why Darth Bane made the rule of 2. Because what happened was when there was a ton of Sith, all of them would be enraged and jealous of the power and stuff. So they'd all slaughter each other. That's why they said there's only 2, the Master and the Apprentice. And that's why...
Being a Sith must suck.
Yeah, and that's why Palpatine replaced him, because there's only 2. And then when he came back, he says, I have uses for you. And he basically killed off his brother and went from there. But yeah, it's very interesting. I forgot what brought us on to that point. But
it was the Darth Vader thing about the
It was
character.
about like whether or not Ahsoka was actually going to be in the show.
okay, yeah.
It was started.
Yeah, so yeah.
If she's dead or alive.
I think, because I believe she was supposed to be, it was leaked that she's supposed to show up in the 5th episode. Do I think they are going to put her in there? I'm not going to expect it. I'm going to keep my expectations in check, so I'm not disappointed. But realistically, from a marketing standpoint, and from a show standpoint, actually, I think it would be a very smart decision for them to at least have a cameo. Because she is so requested, and as a Jedi, that maybe she has caught up with Luke. Maybe Luke's not necessarily in it, but at least maybe if they reference him, and we see Ahsoka maybe reference him, yes, I'm here with Luke Skywalker or something, right? We can take him and train him, because I mean, how much are we of Baby Yoda are we really gonna see for the rest of the series? I can't imagine for very much longer.
That is one thing I wanted to bring up, is that I feel like he is going to be in most of the series, but there is a bit of concern with me, because I don't know if you guys noticed, but the Despicable Me movies, very first one, the minions were like a side thing that were, they were funny, comic relief, whatever, but it was a side thing. And then by the time the second one came out, there was more of the movie dedicated to them, because that's what was popular, despite how much it hurt the actual story. Yeah. I'm really hoping they don't go the same way, because nobody expected Baby Yoda to become as popular as it was. So I'm really hoping that they don't just make put way more emphasis on Baby Yoda. Because I'd honestly rather see more about Mando than him.
I 100%, 1,000% agree with you. And that brings up my next concern about Disney owning this franchise, right? Because we have seen them not care about the story and go full on money, right? We've seen it with the Borgs. I mean, we've seen it with The Last Jedi and things like that. But I feel like this, if they have the same people in charge, I honestly do think that it'll be fine. Because Dave Filoni is as close as we're gonna get to George Lucas with this, and even though Jon Favreau is also behind it, and so are other there's another 4 directors that are also on it. If you've watched, I don't know if you watched the Mandalorian Gallery, but they go into depth of all that stuff. But the whole Star Wars mind that's behind them is Dave Filoni. I'm sure the comedic I can't even talk, man. The comedic scenes that we've seen in the Mandalorian, right? Between the scout troopers and stuff, right? All that, I'm sure it was Taika Waititi. I mean, come on. Can we really argue that? I'm pretty sure that was him. But I'm sure they don't have all the knowledge about Star Wars, right? And that's where Dave Filoni comes in. He's all, okay, that'll work, but you also got to keep this in mind, or something like that. I just know that it's in good hands. I'm 99% confident that Dave Filoni got this. And I say 99% is because he has done a couple things where I don't like. And that's in Rebels. Yeah, there's a couple things in Rebels I didn't necessarily like, but for the most part, he's done really well. He didn't screw up season 7.
Really quick, I just want to say,
go for it.
Really quick. Darth Jedi just brought up Kathleen Kennedy, and he's bringing up the whole Force is female thing, which that frustrates me insanely.
Oh, same.
I honestly, I really think that who you're saying the money thing about how all of the sequel trilogies about money.
Yeah.
I believe that only to be true about The Force Awakens and The Rise of Skywalker. I actually think The Last Jedi is really unique, and I think Rian Johnson, it's not perfect, and I don't think it's even really that a masterpiece or anything, but I actually think the movie is a better Star Wars movie, is the best Star Wars movie that has come out.
That tried its own thing, basically, is what you're saying.
Since number 3. Well, yeah, I'm not going to get into this now because we're talking about The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was as bad as a lot of people say. I think it actually has a lot of good stuff about it.
Okay, interesting. What's up, Evan? How are you doing, man? Hope you're doing well. I want to introduce a couple. We have a couple of new people in chat, so I want to go ahead and say hi to them. There's another person I wanted to say hi to. Mongster? Is that how you say it? What's up, man? Hope you're doing. I can't even talk, man. See, this is my first podcast. I can't even talk, but I hope you're having a great weekend, man. I hope you're doing well. The Force is real. Yes, it is. It is. But continuing about Ahsoka, right? I mean, I think they can do pretty interesting things with those cameos without straying too far away from the Mandalorian, and that's what I hope they do. Obviously we see Rosario, and we'll get to that as well, because we actually, the leaked part about Ahsoka is that Rosario Dawson's going to play Ahsoka, right? I'm not for sure, but there is a scene in the trailer. Let's go on and continue with the trailer. I'll talk about it once we actually see it.
Tell of battles between Mandalore the Great and an order.
All right, so let's start with this next scene, right? This is where they're on the dock of the boat, right? And we see, look at all these species. The majority of them are Corran. We have one right here. We got one looks like right here, right here, right here, right here, right here, right here. They're all over the place right here. I really do think that this is the Corran whole planet. Home planet, And let me see if I can look up the name of it, because we have seen it.
45 seconds in of the first trailer.
I told everyone we're gonna be going deep into it. We're doing a full-on breakdown.
I think Darth Jedi is talking about committing arson right now, so that's cool.
He's talking about what?
I said I think he's talking about committing arson right now, so that's cool.
Oh.
He was set fire to Disney HQ.
What's up, A Fake Batman? What's up, man? Hope you're doing well. But I'm trying to look up this real quick. I'm trying to find out the Corran home planet. I'm trying to think of the name of it.
This would make sense.
Mon Calamari. Yes, that's it. That's what I think this planet is. Sorry, go ahead.
This is also the same planet where they see them on the boat in that later shot.
Mm-hmm.
After we see the ship, all messed up and just buzzing around. So I have a feeling this might be a continuation of those themes.
Yeah. I want to show you guys something. Yes. This is what I'm looking for. Bam. You see this? Right here, guys. The planet Monkol Army. Don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. But this episode is from the Clone Wars. And we got to see the whole battle with the Corrins and stuff. I honestly do think it's that planet because it's mainly water-based. And from what we have seen, right, from this trailer right here, it looks water-based. And even from this back shot, we're at 46, so I'll remember that. But right here, that could be the Corrin planet that I think they're going to be going to, right? Because even Shell said, you know, that we got the damaged Razor Crest right here. So why would they be on a boat if they had a working ship? So it does make sense that is Mon Calamari. I can't even talk. Sorry, guys. But let's go ahead and continue where we were at 46.
Sorcerers called Jedi.
Now right here. Now listen to what they say when they're on here.
Tell of battles between Mandalore the Great and an order of sorcerers called
It's a battle between Mandalore the Great, right? And we've seen this before, but listen to what the words say.
The songs of eons past.
The songs of the past.
Tell of battles between Mandalore.
Tell the battles between Mandalore the Great
and an order of sorcerers.
And the order of sorcerers
called Jedi.
And then we see this. This is what I'm talking about. This is the scene I want to talk about right here. Obviously, it's the same planet, same shot, most likely on the boat, right? That looks like Rosario Dawson to me. I could be wrong, but that does look...
Go a picture of it. Go like just a little bit farther into the video.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like just get a more clear shot of it.
And an order of sorcerers
let me see if I can.
Jedi.
There, because there's someone that ends up walking in front right there. But that, to me, that looks like Rosario Dawson, right? As a Jedi.
I don't think so, because I'm looking at a picture. I'm comparing a picture right now. I think Rosario Dawson's skin is a bit darker.
It
and
could
also
be
like the facial structure is different.
And it could, I could be wrong, you know, because the lighting's off too, and you got the smoke. But I mean, that was my very first, you know, thought. Like, oh, well, that kind of just debunks that, in my opinion, you know, because in my head, I'm looking for, you know, some type of Ahsoka thing in the background or something, you know, like something. But I don't know. I don't know if that's what you guys thought at first, but I was looking in my head like, okay, Rosario Dawson's leaked, you know, and that obviously does not look like Ahsoka. So that kind of in my head was all, I don't know. I'm not having my expectations high or anything. But anyways, if we continue this, right, we know she's a Jedi. All of a sudden she's there. We see.
Wait, really quick.
Yeah.
Darth Jedi just came and said it's Sasha Banks.
It's Sasha Banks. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Well, thank you for letting me know. Appreciate it. Let me I want to look something up real quick.
I think people in chat are having a disagreement about things.
They're disagreeing about Battlefront.
Oh
About
my
1v1.
Guys, take a break at Battlefront, man. We're not. That's tomorrow. All right, we're streaming Battlefront tomorrow. Don't even worry about that right now. But we get this shot back at Mando, right? And then it shows back the Jedi. We see the Jedi there, and all of a sudden,
to a race of enemy sorcerers.
Boom, gone. All right. I don't know if that's force speed. I don't know what they did there. I don't know if that's just the editing. I don't know. But obviously Mando's looking at, or at least it seems like Mando is looking at that Jedi, and all of a sudden, they're gone. You know? So, I don't know. And then Baby Yoda looks at him.
This is the way.
He looks back at Baby Yoda. This is the way. So we're hearing all this thing between the Mandalorian versus the Jedi, right? And that's what I'm super excited for about the season, is the plot, right? Put away all the other fan service and the characters that could be in here. Screw all that stuff. I mean, yes, it'll be fun and cool, but the plot is what I really care about, right? I don't want to mess up the series.
Honestly,
I want it to be good.
One thing.
Yeah, go.
Fan service is like cool and all, but they just make a good story.
Yeah, if
they tried to go full fan service, and that's what gave us Rise of Skywalker, which is without a doubt 100% the worst Star Wars movie.
I disagree, but okay.
I want to say something about that. Honestly, going into the Rise of Skywalker, my expectations were crap. I already knew that it wasn't going to be good. The sequel trilogy was dead to me already at that point. I mean, I kind of went open-minded, but I'm like, this was my mindset going in. I already know it's ruined, so do something amazing. Do fan service it up. I don't even care. And honestly, I don't think they fan serviced it enough to the point where I really enjoyed at least certain parts. Like, you know how in Endgame we got that really cool scene at the very end where everyone was there coming out of the portal stuff. I wanted to see something like that from World of Worlds, baby.
Well,
like,
the thing is,
I would have loved
here's the
that.
thing. The only reason why that moment is so impactful in Endgame is because it's, we care about those characters. They had that moment in Last Jedi when Lando shows up with all the ships. That was that moment, but you don't feel anything because you don't care about any of the characters,
right?
Because they put no time into setting them up.
And that's the thing, though. If they did that, but with all the characters that we do love, like all the Jedi from the Clone Wars, right? And people from the original trilogy, age of bring everybody back from the World of Worlds, everybody that we know and love from Star Wars, from episodes 1 through 6, which are a ton of characters. They could have done something great. I would have loved that. Obviously, it would have made sense, but does it really make sense now?
Exactly.
Like,
well,
no.
that's the thing. It's just, they did try to go as fan servicey as they could,
right?
And it totally backfired. And it was. I don't think you can argue that any of the Star Wars movies are worse than that one. Because
right, Darth Jedi.
Technically, I could. I mean, I don't think it's the worst, but I do think it's the second worst.
Well, here's the thing. To me, it feels like the most soulless of any Star Wars movie. There was no heart. There was no effort. There was no anything put into it. Even the score. They somehow managed to make a Star Wars movie score not good because none of it was original music. They didn't actually have John Williams do any new compositions. It was just a greatest hits album. And it's the most soulless Star Wars movie because there was no effort put into it, no actual care or anything.
Then what was Darth Jedi? Not Darth Jedi. The Last Jedi. What was
Jedi was a genuine, actual attempt at making a good movie with interesting ideas.
What
People
part?
hated it.
Attempt.
Okay, listen. We're not going to argue about that.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to say there was a lot of actual effort put into it. Ryan Johnson tried to put a lot of stuff, like a lot of effort, and there was a lot of heart and soul put into that movie. People didn't like it, but it was effort and soul, and there was a lot put into it. There was nothing put into the Rise of Skywalker.
Don't get me wrong. I think like the sequel trilogies, don't get me wrong, I think that they're good movies. Like, if I wasn't a Star Wars fan, or like they're
I think we should have a separate podcast about the sequel trilogy. I say that we can
talk about that later.
Yeah, let's talk about the Mandalorian real quick.
I'm going to start screaming soon if Sam doesn't stop talking.
Yeah, because we're still in the first trailer, guys. We're like a minute in right now.
I try to tell you that.
Hey, I know. I'm having a lot of fun. I hope you guys are too. All right, so let's go ahead and continue playing it. Shooting this October, we know that. There's the boat, right, that we see. Right there. Then again, we see a Corrin on there. Bam. Another Corrin. How could this not be the Corrin home planet? I guarantee that this is probably Mon Calamari. I really do think that. If it's not, I'd be pretty shocked. I mean, I don't understand why it wouldn't be, unless it's a whole new planet where Corrins are the main species. And then we get this shot, right? We get the X-Wings side by side with him, with the Razor Crest. Looks over, right? Getting into attack formation. And we don't know if he's teaming up with the New Republic or they're chasing after him, because if you look right here, they're chasing after him at this point, but they were just side by side. So I don't know if he's attacking with them or if he's being followed. We don't know.
I definitely like this. This looks like, someone running away. This shot with him flying through the clouds, but I don't think that with them side by side, I don't think those line up even in the same episode. I think those are two completely unrelated things.
Oh, that's interesting. That could be. I mean, at this point, the Razor Crest looks like in good condition. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to look at how it looks right here. It's maybe if I can put this in slow motion. Let me try and put this in slow motion real quick. Playback speed. Let's do 0.25. Let's see if that's too slow. No, you can't see anything different. There we go. We're not going to see it. But then we get the next thing, right? Pause it right here. Okay, right here. Right here. This is what I've been waiting to talk about. Because back to the leaked characters, right? Ahsoka is not the only leaked character. Who else was casted? The guy who plays Jango Fett. I forgot his real name. But he is in it. Or at least he's in it. And he's leaked to play Boba Fett. And this is what I've seen in thumbnails. I didn't catch this the first time, so that's why I'm pointing it out. But right here on the bike, people are claiming when he's on the speeder, or at least this is what I've seen in thumbnails. I don't know if that's actually what they're claiming, unless they're clickbaiting. You never know. But it kind of looks like Boba's jetpack, and this might be Tatooine. So I don't know if you guys can see it, but on the very back, I'm going to try and slow this down a lot here. And look, there's like the helmet onto the right side, and the jetpack off to the left. Dang it. Why did that happen? It zoomed in a lot for you guys. I don't know why. There you go. Right here. So it it's very hard to see. I mean, it's basically blurry. He's going so fast. You know what I mean? So you have Boba Fett's jetpack. What do you guys see? Do you guys see, can you guys make that out?
This just looks like Mando. This looks like Mando to me.
No, okay, on the top, but like at the bottom, do you see the green jetpack like on the back of the speeder bike? And kind of like a helmet that's off to the right.
Here, one second. I think there's a little thing you can do on YouTube. Let me just see if it works. That you can go like frame by frame.
Yeah, that'd be awesome if we could do that. I mean, I could do it if I did put it through my video platform. But yeah, let's see if I can maybe zoom in here.
I know, right, Towers?
I don't know.
It's all good.
I don't know if this is going to work. I am trying my best to zoom in, guys, without it being, like, crappy. So give me a sec here. I'm really trying here. Can I, like, move it to the left? Why is it going off to the right? I don't know. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I'm talking like this right here, this jetpack right here. I can't see chat, by the way, because it zoomed in everything. I don't know why.
Oh,
but...
okay. Great. I figured it out.
Okay.
So if you go on to inch forwards, frame by frame, you press just the period key, and you could inch forward slowly.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. All right, let's try that.
And then if you want to go back, then you use comma.
Okay. All right, so let's go back here. All right, so yeah, if you guys look right here, the cleanest shot, it looks like right there. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think in chat, guys? Do you think that this is...
I think that's just green on the speeder, honestly. I don't think that has anything to do with Boba.
It could be. I don't know. That's what I was just seeing in thumbnails. Like, it was like arrows pointing to it and stuff, and the helmet was right here. It is very hard to see.
You gotta get you on that YouTube clickbait.
You don't know how much I've seen of that. I've seen Ahsoka confirmed. No.
Ahsoka
guys...
confirmed. Look at this rock. It kind of looks like...
Yeah, right? No, but serious, guys.
I come from the world of Smash Brothers speculation. There is no end that people won't go to just predict the most weird, out there, insane, like, stretches to try and predict the character. It's crazy.
Okay, yeah, and I want to bring this up because we are talking about leaks in this podcast. So, guys, it is not confirmed that Ahsoka, Captain Rex, Ezra, Boba Fett, Sabine, Bo-Katan, or Luke is even going to be in this or even mentioned. All leaks. Nothing confirmed. I want to stress that enough, okay? All the Ahsoka, you know, if you see Ahsoka in a thumbnail with the Mandalorian, it's all clickbait, all right? You're like, oh, great. No, I saw you with a thumbnail with Ahsoka with the Mandalorian. Yeah, you want to know what I did? I put a huge arrow and I put in big letters, all caps, L-E-A-K, right there, leak. And I talked the whole video, I talked about how wrong this is and how misled my viewers are, because they keep on coming in the comments and be like, oh, are you excited for Ahsoka? I can't wait for Ahsoka, and all this stuff about the Ahsoka. I'm like, guys, don't get your hopes up, because you're going to be so disappointed if she doesn't show up. Do I think that she has a good chance of showing up? Yes, but it's not confirmed. I don't want you guys to get your hopes up for nothing, you know? I don't want you to get disappointed over season 2, because honestly, I'm more looking forward to, like I said before, the Mandalorians, right? And a lot of people, it seems like people are getting more excited for who's going to show up rather than the plot. And like, I want to know more about Moff Gideon and the Mandalorian. What does Moff Gideon how does he even have a connection to the Darksaber? Is he a Force user that's for the Empire?
Oh, I highly doubt it.
I mean, or is
I think that's just some kind of, crazy technology, and it'll be like you have no idea the history behind that. And he's like, I don't care. It's mine.
Well, like, even though, like, I don't know, I feel like he does have some type of history with the Mandalorians. He knew exactly who those people were. Like, he came in, and he starts naming their names, what they did, all that stuff, and I'm like, how does he know? What
I'm thinking is he's some kind of Empire, like, he was in some kind of, like, Empire treasure vault or something, or, like, because, how they mentioned the Darksaber in Rogue One?
Yeah.
He was, like, in some kind of record thing or some kind of storage, like, vault where they keep different relics or, like, Force relics, and that's just his flavor of the week. Because I can see them using that, but also I can imagine him bringing up, like, that would be a nice little bit of fan service to him. He ends up using a bunch of artifacts and, like, weapons and stuff from before, like, from earlier in the series as kind of, like, all these weird things,
Yeah, possibly. But I don't know, like, he could just bring it up, though, like that. But the fact that he actually has it shows something. Because the last time we saw that, was in Rebels, I believe. Rebels was the last time we saw the Darksaber. And the Darksaber does go back, even before the Clone Wars. But even the Clone Wars, it had an amazing storyline with the Mandalorians. And it has that history resemblance with them, and it can be extremely deadly, even more so than a lightsaber, So it's very interesting to see what they're going to do with Moff Gideon, the Mandalorians. I don't know. There's just so much speculation I have about what they're going to do with it, Obviously, they're bringing in something to do with the Jedi. I'm all for that, but I don't want it to be too big. I hope it's just kind of like a side thing, something that brings it kind of Star Wars-y on the side. Honestly, as much as I love Baby Yoda, I hope he's not in the entire show. I'm hoping maybe it's just like season 1, season 2 type of deal. And I know a lot of people disagree with me there, but I'm sorry, but the show isn't called Baby Yoda. I mean, if we wanted to, if there was gonna be a show more about Yoda species, and yes, I do want to learn more about Yoda species. I do want to learn more about Baby Yoda, but that's not what the show's about. That's kind of a side thing, And I'm all for them exploring that. Yeah, go ahead.
I think, Baby Yoda is definitely, like, he was the biggest thing. He was the driving force behind everything. He was Mando's character arc. He was, what made him sort of soften up a bit while also learning there's more than just bounty and there and gone bounty again.
Yes.
So I feel like he is an integral part of the show at this point. But, yeah, definitely, like, there should still be a focus on the two of them, because the entire focus season 1 was on their relationship.
Right, so, but I do think that Baby Yoda is there mainly for Mando's character development, because all that we knew is that he's a Mandalorian and he's a bounty hunter, right? Nothing's going to stand in his way. But then we found out he's a foundling, right? And then we see Baby Yoda save his life, and we saw him use the Force, right? And then we're seeing that connection, like, maybe Mando sees himself in Baby Yoda, and maybe he's, like, trying to think of, because we got to see some flashbacks with what happened with him and the CIS, how the droids took him out and the Mandos took him back in, and maybe that's kind of what he's doing with Baby Yoda. He kind of sees that. He also obviously saw that he was a baby, and he basically sold him after Baby Yoda just saved his life. He's having second thoughts, and that's why he went back for him, So I do feel like Baby Yoda was more for Mando. Obviously, a lot of people don't see it that way, because a lot of the whole Baby Yoda thing got so much more people that wouldn't see Mando to go see Mando, So I don't know if they're necessarily going to get rid of it. Do I think they're going to get rid of Baby Yoda? Not anytime soon, no. I feel like that would just lose a lot of viewers. which I'd still watch it if Baby Yoda wasn't in it. I just hope they don't go strictly into Baby Yoda and the Jedi and make that its own show. You know, like, just, I'm fine with how they're doing it right now. Having it as a side thing, I'm all for that. But you just never know, because not all the right people are in charge. Dave Filoni's up there, that's good, but he's still not the top dog there yet. Like, in Star Wars knowledge, yes, he is, but not the actual say-so. Because technically, if Kathleen Kennedy really wanted to, she could just say, no, more Baby Yoda, more Baby Yoda, more Baby Yoda, you know? Like, what was the feedback that she gave off The Last Jedi? I want more porgs, I want more porgs. Like, I don't know. Like, I have no clue.
I do think that, like, they've kind of learned their lesson because of how disastrous the last, like, pretty much everyone agreed that the Rise of Skywalker was, and how poorly it performed. I mean, it didn't, it wasn't a flop, but compared to almost every other Star Wars movie, it was a flop. So definitely, I feel like they've learned their lesson a bit, and after seeing how successful the first season was, hopefully they just like, all right, these people know what they're doing, let them do their thing, you know?
Yeah,
I have faith. I have faith.
Yeah,
as misplaced as it is, I have faith.
Yeah, and I really hope so, and I do have faith in them, especially if Dave Filoni's on the project. I do have faith. That's like my concern. Like, I really hope it doesn't get messed up, because going into The Mandalorian, I'm gonna be honest. I was hyped for it, but I wasn't like super over the top for it, because I wasn't sure, like, is Disney gonna ruin The Mandalorians too? Like, I wasn't sure, but then it ended up being something great, and now my expectations are, I'm not gonna lie, they're pretty high. I liked season 1. I feel like season 2 is going to be better. They've been pumping it up to be saying it's better than season 1, so I honestly hope I'm not disappointed. I don't think I'm gonna be disappointed, but we'll just have to wait and see. I'm keeping my expectations in check. I had super high expectations for season 7, and they well over exceeded them. Dave Filoni, like, I was scared in the back of my mind, like, please don't mess up Clone Wars. Please don't mess up Clone Wars. But I still had high expectations for it, and they exceeded it, and they did well. And even though I think something's going to suck going into it, I really am open-minded. I really am, because I thought Solo was just going to be a complete sucky disaster. I went to go see it. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is better than the sequel trilogy. I actually like this movie. I love it, Same thing with Rogue One. After seeing Force Awakens, I thought it was going to suck. But I was proved wrong, and I love being proved wrong. Obviously, I wasn't wrong about the sequel trilogy, but I was wrong about, what's it called? Rogue One and Solo, so, you know what? Like, I do have faith in them. Dave Filoni knows what he's doing, so I give credit where it's due, and they've done a lot of good things. Disney Star Wars is not all bad, so.
Yeah.
Guys in the chat, just stop talking about Battlefront 2 altogether, and then that's the problem solved. There's
a bit of a civil war going, uncivil war going on in chat right now.
What are they even talking about?
Anyone. Let's not ban anyone. Let's not,
just
stop getting at each other. Let's just
honestly,
stop talking about Battlefront 2.
Oh, yeah,
okay,
for real, guys.
Sleepy Joe, he said he thought that it was for Battlefront 2. That's no problem. It's a common mistake. But everyone, let's just move on from it. We don't need to talk about it anymore.
We're just doing the podcast.
Don't talk about it anymore.
I haven't been reading all the chat comments just because I've been reading some, but like I just kind of ignore the Battlefront 2 ones. I'm like, I'll play Battlefront 2 tomorrow. So
I've been agreeing with pretty much all what you guys are saying about the Mandalorian and stuff, so I've been keeping an eye on chat.
I mean, I understand why people probably would think this is about. I mean, I do stream Battlefront 2 a lot. It's just because it's my favorite Star Wars game. But remember, guys, this isn't a Battlefront 2 channel. It's never been. All the people that say it's a Battlefront 2 channel, dude, go watch my intro video. Like, before I even started the channel, I knew it was gonna be a Star Wars channel, not Battlefront 2. But
yeah, Uber, you're good. Don't worry about it. It's okay.
Yeah,
it's fine.
It's all good.
Everybody's good.
Back to the trailer. Back to the trailer.
All right, so. What was it about Boba Fett, though, right? Obviously, he's leaked. Could be. Do I think they actually might bring him in? Yeah, or at least mention him, or at least his armor. I mean, that would be pretty interesting, especially if what are they doing on Tatooine? You know, we have that question to be answered too. Like, we're seeing all these planets. Like, what are they all doing there? We all obviously know that Mando's taking Baby Yoda, trying to find the Jedi, most likely. You know, we're gonna be learning about a lot of the side characters and stuff, and there's something else I was gonna bring up. Oh yeah, the actor who plays Jango Fett, obviously, he was leaked to play Boba Fett. Well, he's a clone, so all the clones look alike. So then there's a leak that Captain Rex is going to be in it, and Captain Rex is in good relationship with Ahsoka. And honestly, that could be a real thing, because ever since Rebels, right? In Rebels, we got to see Ahsoka and Rex kind of be side by side again. The last time we saw that was back in the Clone Wars. They had a good relationship in Clone Wars. Then they kind of split apart. You know, Rex went with the other clones that got their inhibitor chips out that were still good. And he got to meet up with Ahsoka again. And then they're side by side. So it would make sense if he did show up. Honestly, this is what now, here's the thing. Rex would be very old at this point. So I don't know how they would have that work with the same actor and stuff. Unless they had the helmet on and he's just voice acting or something. Because I honestly want this. I'm going to show you guys because this is what I believe, alright? I got to believe this, guys. I'm going to pull it up right now. Dang it. I typed it in wrong. Right here. This. Oh my goodness. You guys are going to be like, I can't believe you're bringing this up right now, Gray. But I want to. It's going to be funny. This.
I definitely think there's a good chance of seeing Boba at in some capacity and Ahsoka. Okay. I don't think Rex though.
Captain Rex, guys. Captain Rex, episode 6 confirmed. Oh my goodness. No, but like for real, I honestly do think in my mind, I register him as Captain Rex because why would he stop fighting for the rebellion? You know, he was fighting the Clone Wars and now it makes sense that he would fight for the rebellion. He was doing that in Rebels, so why stop? So that could be him. So he would obviously have to be old. But, I mean, hey, it's a leak, you know? We can all speculate about certain things. But, and there's all these leaks about Ezra, Bo-Katan. Or let's start with Ezra and Luke, right? Ezra and Luke, okay, they're Jedis. I don't understand why they would be leaked. I mean, and let me just say, there's two different types of leaks. Leaks from a credible person, I will cover. There's a reason why I haven't covered any of these leaks. Because these leaks just pop out of nowhere, and then they just get spread. And they're like, oh, it's confirmed. Trust me. Yeah, and no credible... It's like, I'm not joking. This is literally how it is. I'm not even joking at all. It's like the person that voiced Ezra in Rebels. It'll be like, he takes a picture of himself, posts it on Twitter, and says... You know, can't wait for the Mandalorian. And people are like, oh, Ezra's in Mandalorian confirmed. And it's just like, no. Like, they just take the smallest thing and try and make a connection out of it. Like, oh my goodness, people. For real. They're like, look, it's the same beard. It's the same beard. I'm like, oh my goodness, please.
I just want to bring up something really quick.
Yeah.
I saw someone type my name in chat, and it autocorrect to Shield. And I just want to say that that's always been my biggest thing. That's I knew I was gonna have to deal with like having this as my on-screen name is because it just gets autocorrected.
Oh really?
Autocorrect is not like the word shell for some reason.
Huh.
Shield always pops out, and it's like it's not like it's a word. It's an actual word in the dictionary.
Yeah.
It's a major corporation. How does autocorrect just not get it?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That is kind of funny though. That's funny.
Yeah.
But
yeah, anyway, back to Mandalorian.
But there's a couple other leaked characters that I want to mention. So we talked about Ahsoka, we touched on Captain Rex, Ezra, Luke, Boba Fett. Now there's two more leaked characters that are pretty popular. These I'm only mentioning the major ones. There's other ones that are leaked too, but these are the ones that I see all over my recommend. I don't watch them.
Mandalorian season 3.
Yeah. I don't watch any the clickbaiters and stuff, but they're just people love getting told lies that they want to hear. I don't know what it is, but people love that, and they click on it and it gets good in algorithm, and they always pop up in the recommended because I'm always looking up Mandalorian, seeing if there's anything new on social media, doing my own research on it, and it pops up my recommended. I'm like, I know that's not confirmed for a fact. I do my research. I'm not clicking on you, right? But like Sabine and Bo-Katan, those are also lead characters. Obviously, they're Mandalorians, so they could pop up. We have seen Bo-Katan in Clone Wars, and we've seen Sabine in Rebels. Very possible that we could see them show up, but I don't know what everybody's deal with all these characters that have popped up before. They can make a good show with new characters, right? Like, I don't understand where people are coming from with that. I mean, I'm all for some fan service, but I hope they don't drench it where they all make it about them, because after all, it's about the Mandalorian. Not just specifically this Mandalorian, right? I mean, obviously I love this Mandalorian, right? I want it to be about him, but I also want it to be about the whole Mandalorian deal, all of the clans. Like, were they, like, I want to know more about them. The last time we actually got some information about them was Rebels. We got some in the Clone Wars, some in Rebels, and then we don't know after that. Like, come on. Like, after episode 6, what happened? They used to be great warriors. Not to say that they're not great warriors. They still are, but they're not. They were in hiding, right? After episode 6, they were hiding in the sewer, So, I mean, I don't know. I feel like that we're just missing so much, which I really hope we get in season 2. I hope we get questions that were asked in season 1. Things that we speculate about, I hope get answered in season 2, as well as a good plot on what we're wanting, So, I don't know. But, it is confirmed.
Trailer?
Huh?
I'll continue with the trailer.
Yeah, let's go and continue with the trailer. Alright, so we get the next shot here. Nothing real too fancy about it, right? We just got, I can't think of their Star Wars names right now. I'm having a lot of brain farts right now.
These people.
Yeah, we got these people here.
Those guys from season 1 who were in more than one episode.
Yeah, we got. I think her real name is Gina. I only know that because she was a UFC fighter. And then this guy is the guy from. He's a Apollo in Rocky, guys. I can't think of his Star Wars name. Carl. I think that's his real name. I can't think of the Star Wars names. I do know them, guys. I do. I'm sure I've said it before in the watch parties. I can't think of them right now. I'm just hitting brain farts right now. But we got them two walking on. It looks like this is the planet from season 1, maybe. I could be wrong, but that's kind of what it looks like. Then we get this next shot, right, with these awesome Imperial ships, and then we get this glimpse. Now this is where it's really cool. Why did it skip back? Right here.
Wait, so how many trailers do we have to go?
Well, a lot of them are repeated footage, so it's gonna go by much faster. So, I mean, we got this one, which is like 30 seconds. It's the special look, and then we got this one, which is like the second trailer. But when we get this shot with the stormtroopers, right, and they're running through some type of hallway. I don't know if this is a ship. I'm guessing it's a ship, or maybe it's a base.
Pretty clean, like compared to how decrepit a lot of the stormtroopers looked in
season 1.
Season 1.
Yeah, for sure.
This is still what I'm thinking is like maybe it's some kind of Empire archive ship where they stored a bunch of like artifacts and stuff, and that's what's his face is getting the Darksaber, and he's gonna start pulling out more of them. I think that would just be a really neat thing to see, like a bunch of old weapons and stuff that he'll just start pulling out and throwing at him.
Yeah, and that's like, we have a lot of stuff going on story-wise, right? Not only with Baby Yoda, but the whole Moff Gideon thing, having the Darksaber. Obviously, we know that the Mandalorians, now that they know that he has it, they're going to get it. They're going to want it. I mean, that belongs with the Mandalorians, so it makes sense that they're getting it. Maybe they're protecting that, like you're saying, or they got it and they're chasing after him, because then it gets to this next scene with the scout troopers on the bikes. And I don't know about you guys, but I didn't know the bikes could do this and just drive off a cliff. Like, this is insane. Like, they're literally driving off this huge cliff, right? And we get this other shot where just like it was already on the ground. It was, I don't know. I thought that was a really cool
That is a cool shot.
Yeah, a cool shot right there. I didn't even know the speeders were able to do that. You know, like I knew they were able to drop a little bit, but I didn't think they could do it off of a cliff. I don't know why I thought that, but
Oh, this is no
and then we get the scene after that, right? Mando is obviously on that boat because it looks like he's drowning there, you know.
for a child.
So
Yeah.
we have that shot, you know. I mean, a lot of
Boat
these are
under
getting
attack.
basic and stuff, and then we get this other one, right? I don't know what planet this is. I don't.
This looks like the same. Wait, this looks like the same planet that the stormtroopers were just on. The ones that were like flying off on the speeders.
Yeah. And I don't. It's really rocky, and it's hard to tell because he starts to fly off with a jetpack. If I saw lava, I would probably say this is Solist, but I'm not sure because it's just all we see is rocks right now. You know? And then okay, so then here we go. We got this. I don't know if this is Solist, guys, because I don't see any lava. But it does look very
You know
rocky.
this is no place for a child.
And then we get to see this scene. It's back in the dark, right? This could be Corellia, maybe, which I thought it might be, or it's a different city in Tatooine. You know, this is back at the first shot of the trailer, not the first shot, sorry, the second one, where it shows him and Baby Yoda walking down with that lighting. I knew there was another shot with that, and I don't know who that is. That's being hung upside down right there, right? And he shoots the light out. But if you listen carefully, it kind of sounds like a Tusken Raider. I don't think that looks like a Tusken Raider, but we can't really see his face either. But
I think
sound.
that's the same desert planet from the beginning.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. So that's why I'm like, it could be Corellia. I don't know. Or it could be a different city in Tatooine. But yeah, I don't know. But listen very carefully. It sounds like a Tusken Raider. You know, it could just be editing. You know. But I don't know. Let's just.
You know this is no place for a child.
Yeah, it sounds like a Tusken Raider.
Hey, where do I find this person?
Right. And then we got the graffiti all over the wall. And then we get that snow planet again. And that's another shot of why I don't think it's Hoth. That looks like Ilum to me. Like, I don't understand. We haven't... Unless it's a brand new snow planet. I mean, we've seen several snow planets before. But
yeah,
out of all of them, it looks like Ilum the most. Because you got all the ice crystal walls and stuff. So, I don't know. It just looks more like Ilum.
Wherever I go, he goes.
And then wherever I go, he goes, right? And then we see this. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Is that like a meteor?
Wherever I go,
ship?
he goes.
Like, what is that in the sky that's like coming down? What do you guys think, chat? What do you guys think that is? I don't know what that could be. Yeah, it could be a ship. I don't know.
Something on fire.
Yeah, well, yeah, right? It's coming down the street right now.
it's easy to do on re-entry.
That...
Wherever I go, he goes.
I can't tell the planet. But maybe, I doubt it, but maybe that's the damaged Razor Crest coming in to the Corrin planet, maybe, and it's crashing down. I don't know. I can't really see. It's all smoke and cloudy, so I can't really see anything. I can't tell if it's a water-based planet, a rock. I can't tell, you know? Then we get this new shot that I thought is one of my favorite parts in the trailer, right? We have this boxing ring, right? And it looks like they're like placing bets and stuff, right? What's up, Dan the Jedi Man? What's up, man? Hope you're doing well. It's something on fire, yeah. Unexpected, but no one welcome. But no, what are those creatures called? The ones from Jabba's palace. I don't remember their names right now.
The pig thing.
Yeah. They're fighting with weapons in like this boxing ring type of deal, right? Mando walks in, obviously there's bets and stuff. I don't know if that guy was able to clear his name like he said he was off the guild, or not off his guild, but you know how people are after him or whatever. I don't know if he was able to clean his name off. I don't know if people are still looking for him. We don't know. What's up, J Dante?
Hey, J Dante.
I'd imagine he doesn't have any more bounty hunters after him, but he's still gonna have, you know, the one dude after him.
Yeah, and then
Gus from Breaking Bad.
And then we get this, right? We see this species. They're talking, and obviously, he's not going to be an ally off of what we see in the next trailer.
I've heard.
boom, we just see all of his guys, all of his goons, right? Just point guns at Mando's head, which is not wise because those would just deflect right off of his helmet because the integrity on his helmet right now is looking pretty dang good. So he can just pull out his pistol, but no, he chooses, you know, we hear those whisties go off. Baby Yoda looks at him like, are you gonna do it? You gonna do
How do you
it?
get more of them?
I don't know. Maybe I have no clue. Maybe he got more metal, or maybe that's, I don't know. Maybe he just got more the Mandalorian armor and stuff, built more gadgets and stuff.
I think you need the Beskar in order to do that.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Maybe that's where Boba Fett's armor comes in. You know, maybe Boba Fett's not in it, but maybe his armor is, and he got it since he's already there on Tatooine, and he sees it maybe outside the Sarlacc pit. Maybe we just get that little scene. Oh my gosh, Boba Fett's alive. His armor's outside the Sarlacc pit, and maybe all damaged and stuff, but who knows? That's just another theory we got, you know? Or maybe he met up with other Mandalorians to get more stuff, you know? Because obviously there's more Mandalorians out there, not just his one clan. Because obviously the one clan that was in the sewer is all dead, basically, you know? But yeah, there's other ones. But we see him get more whisties, right? Baby Yoda's all, oh, forget this. I'm shutting this. And we hear it. We hear a bunch of fighting, and then boom, we see a Zabrak. So, I mean, obviously Zabrak, we don't really know. Okay, it's a Zabrak. So what? So we know some type of Zabrak. At least it looks like a Zabrak to me. He just gets, you know, a knife just thrown into him.
This is the way.
He says this is the way. He gets moving, so there might be more guys coming, you know? And that is it for the first trailer. So obviously we got a lot from that, a lot of speculation, a lot of breakdown stuff, you know? We spent an hour and 30 minutes off that first one, but the next couple ones is going to go off fast. So let me know when you guys have the special look ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 30-second one. It says The Mandalorian new season streaming October 30th, Disney+. There's a little bit of new footage. That's why I want to kind of go over it. But yeah. You're so hyped? So am I, man. I am super excited for this. You love Baby Yoda in this scene? Yeah. Yeah, Baby Yoda is cute, man. He is so cute. Question for Gray. Do you collect Black Series figures? I don't collect them, but I do believe I have a couple.
I actually have a couple of, they were in my dad's old storage. Some of the, like, original Star Wars figures. I have 2 Stormtroopers, Obi-Wan, Darth Vader, Luke, and R2. And, like, obviously, you know, they're all missing their parts, so there's no lightsabers. There's no capes. Well, actually, Darth Vader still has his cape, even though it's a bit ripped. But they're, like, the classic set, which is really neat.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds cool.
And
cool.
you know what? You know how, you know this, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's Spiro Star Wars droids, right? With R2-D2, BB-8, BB-90, and R2-Q5, I think it is.
They did another one.
And, are they doing other ones?
Well, no, you said I didn't know that they had another one.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, they have the R2. I think it's R2-Q5. I don't know. They have 2 R2 units and 2 of the BB units. But I have BB-90 and R2-D2, right? And they'll react as you watch the Star Wars movies with them and stuff, right? And I'll actually be having them on when we do the watch party eventually with that. But they need to start doing that with the Mandalorian. So that way, you know, we can watch the Mandalorian with them. I want to see how R2 reacts to this stuff. Or to Baby Yoda, you know, because he's seen Master Yoda before. And who knows, maybe Baby Yoda is literally Baby Yoda, and he's a clone. You never know. I mean, the guy from Season 1, he had a clone patch on his arm, and I don't know, there's just so much stuff, man. You know what I gotta do? I gotta make a document with all kinds of questions I want answered, and then all the different theories I have for that, you know? And I'm going to see how creative they can get with the show.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you guys ready? You guys almost have that up?
Yeah.
All right. So just let me know when you're ready. But yeah, off of my...
What's it called again?
It's the special look. It should be on the Star Wars channel. It's called The Mandalorian New Season, streaming October 30th, Disney Plus. But what do you guys think overall of season 1? Like, if you got to give that a rating out of 10, what would you guys give season 1? I honestly would probably give it about, I say an 8. But it has the potential, I'm going to say an 8 right now, but it has the potential to go up to a 9 out of 10, or have the potential to go down to like a 5 or a 6, depending on how the story goes and how much they go off of season 1, because you can't...
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Oh, wait.
Yours is only 30 seconds?
Yeah, it's 30 seconds.
I can't find a 30-second one. The shortest one is 1 minute.
No, that's the second one. Here,
The special look, the Mandalorian.
are you on the Star Wars website? Sorry, not Star Wars website. Star Wars on YouTube?
Yeah.
Look, click videos. And look on like the first 3 rows. It should be there. Dark Jedi says 7 out of 10 for me, Gray. I'm pretty close. Right now, it's about an 8 out of 10 for me right now. It could go down to a 7 out of 10. It really just depends on where they take the story from here. If they just completely ditch everything from season 1, which I don't think they're going to do, but if they do that, then obviously that season, if the questions aren't going to be answered and they don't continue anything, the rating is going to go down. But so far, I give it about an 8 out of 10.
Okay.
For me, it's definitely like maybe a 7.5 to 8 out of 10, because I feel like the good episodes were of such good quality, but episodes 4 and 5 like really dragged it down.
I liked 5. 4, I understand why people don't like 4. I don't think 4 was like horrible, but I don't think it was great. You know.
I think 4 was honestly pretty bad. 5 is average, but you know, thank God that they didn't set a trend there, because.
You guys are like very picky though. Like it was boring. Like
I didn't say it was boring. I just said they weren't good.
Okay.
Gray, can you actually check the Discord chat really quick?
Oh yeah, sorry, I don't have.
Yeah, there's enough.
Discord right there. My bad.
I just wanted to say that really quick. Yeah, definitely. It's not that those episodes were boring. It's that they were just kind of. I mean, episode 5 wasn't really super interesting, and episode 4 was just super cliche. Like everything about it was something I've seen before. It didn't really feel new or exciting, or like it really had anything new to Mando's character. It was just. I mean, there was a little bit, which was him, you know, thinking about sitting in a peaceful place.
Mm-hmm.
But even that felt a bit rushed. It kind of felt like seasons 1, 2, and 3, like he was slowly being brought more out of that, you know, hardened shell.
Mm-hmm.
And then season 4, it was just gone. And then season 5, it's back. So season 4 really feels like an outlier.
That makes sense. I mean, we did get that cool scene at the end where, well, I don't know, because I didn't really go through with it. But one scene that really stood out to me in episode 4 was when that bounty hunter was after Baby Yoda and had his sniper right on him, and he was about to pull the trigger.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and a part of me is like, hey, we actually might see Baby Yoda die. Maybe.
It was just a plot of Kung Fu Panda 3. I noticed that.
And that's the thing. That, you know.
That plot of Kung Fu Panda 3 is pretty cliched, because it's just a plot that's so... It's, you know, good
so
fighter comes to land of not good fighters, and there is much greater threat coming, so he has to teach good fighters to be... He has to teach, like, bad fighters to be good fighters.
Yeah.
So cliche. But anyway, yeah, Gray, I might have to disconnect.
All right, no worries, but
sorry.
It's all right. You're good.
Yeah, I hate to jump off after, like, you know, we've been going for a while though, so
yeah,
I kind of got a few more things I got to do.
That's all right. You're good.
But it was good to, I enjoyed this definitely. I'd be down to do more.
All right, yeah, we're for sure gonna do more then, for sure.
I know, right? You didn't expect us to take an hour and a half on a 2-minute trailer.
Hey, I told Chapman. I told him I'm gonna give him the ultimate Mandalorian podcast every leak. Well, all the leaks I want to talk about. I don't want to say every leak because that'd go on for days. But all the main stuff, you know, everything I want to talk about, speculation, theories, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
So,
But anyway,
all right, I'll see you
it
later.
was good. That was fun. Good night, Gray and Sam, and good night, chat.
Good night.
All right, see ya.
See ya.
Talk to you later.
All right. So Shell is now gone. But if you guys do enjoy him and you want to go ahead and support him, his Twitter is in the description down below. So feel free to go follow him and check him out. All right. So right now it's just me and Sam here, and you know I'm sure we're gonna have Shell back for another podcast. I'm down for doing more. You know, we got to have like a rant one as well for the sequel trilogy. Yeah, I'm listening.
I'm not. Shell is very patient, and I am not as patient as Shell, so we are not going to take an hour on this 30-second trailer, okay?
We're not. Like I said, there's a lot of repetitive footage, so we'll be able to go through that fairly quickly. But there was another thing I wanted to talk about, but I forgot what it was. So we're gonna go ahead and continue. Here we go. You have it ready?
Yeah.
All right, on 3. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna go ahead and watch it throughout first, and then we'll go back.
Okay.
It will be mine. The Mandalorian, new season streaming October 30th on Disney.
Dang it. I pressed the wrong button. Alright, there we go. So, start with the very first one. We got the crashed TIE Fighter, right? Obviously, this is from Season 1. At least it looks like it could be from Season 1.
You have something I want.
We got the little lens, the grayish lens through it to show that it's a flashback. And real quick, because that was Moff Gideon, I want to bring up something about Moff Gideon. I've talked about this in a video, so if you guys have seen all my Mandalorian videos, you guys already know this, but one of my concerns, and I've stressed this in my video too, is that I obviously want them to do more with Moff Gideon and the Mandalorians, right? But I wasn't for sure if they were going to do that. But it is confirmed that they are going to go into at least some backstory with Moff Gideon. That has been confirmed by the guy who plays Moff Gideon in an interview, and I have support and evidence if you guys want to go check that video out. But I just wanted to bring that up because that is confirmed. So if you guys were like worried, like, hey, I think they're gonna end up doing something that I don't like, just know that they are gonna be covering that, which I'm happy about. But in this next scene, we see Baby Yoda. Obviously, it's
Will be mine.
more flashbacks, right? This is from the old trailer. Now this is where I believe we start getting new footage. We got the boat. Okay, so that's right there. We got that new shot. Boom. That's a new shot. I mean, I thought that was just cute. That's all. But we see more Corrin on the ship, so this has to be Mon Calamari, guys. Seriously, this has to. Then we got to see all three of them together again. He's still got his jetpack, right? His armor integrity still looks really good. So, I mean, this could be at the beginning of the season. It could be late where he upgrades his armor. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Then we got this. And after seeing this, I actually think that rock planet that we were talking about last trailer, I think it's Solus now. Because I don't know if that's just an explosion or lava or a little volcano. Because on Solus, it looks like those rocks with lava. And if that's lava, that makes sense. And we also get another shot, right? Right here. This is what I want to talk about. This is very important. Okay, so she's getting up, probably because she got knocked down in a fight. We see this stormtrooper thing again. We see that guy in the ship
That looked like
shooting. Yeah, and then we see this right here. Right after this, he shoots off with the jetpack. Look at this, guys. We see this is one of my favorite things of the trailer. I don't know if that's an explosion or it's supposed to be lava. It kind of looks like an explosion to me, but it could be, what do you call it? Lava?
It looked like
This honestly could be Solus. It honestly could be, because if you think about it, right, it showed the stormtroopers and the other trailer running, right, in this hallway. That could be right when they come out, maybe. It could not be, but the rocks look like Solus, the lava, that could be it, right? And we also see the scout troopers on those rocks from the other trailer as well. And if you look at this very closely, guys. That's not Mando. Or maybe it is. Maybe it's just a brand new suit. Look at this. Look at his mask. It's red and black armor. Like half of his helmet is black and half of it's red. And he has a jetpack. So maybe it's Mando and he's just got a whole new set of armor, which honestly looks awesome. Or maybe this is a new clan of Mandalorian, which I am all for. This is what I've been wanting, guys. Like, I've been wanting them to explore the rest of Mandalore. Where the heck is... What's happening on Mandalore right now, you know? Like...
Yeah, if you think about it, when was the last time you've seen red armor on Mandalorians?
Death Watch, baby.
Yeah, from Maul.
Right.
You know, so you never know. The possibilities are endless about theories.
Right.
So.
And then this could be, this could be exactly, you know, one of the Mandalorians that survived from the Siege of Mandalore. I don't know. I mean, if you think about it from the time frame, though, those would be pretty old Mandalorians. I'm not going to lie. But, you know, it gets passed down from generation to generation, you know. And it doesn't quite look like the Maul's armor, but it does have red and black on it. So, who knows? But let's go ahead and continue. Then we get to see, right? Obviously, he was on a jetpack. He lands. Got that nice superhero landing right there. We see a stormtrooper in the background, right? Looks like it's still on the same planet. Look at the ships in the background, right? Those are just the ones that were taken off. At least it looks like it, because it looks like the same area. Back, where was it? Can't find it.
You know, powers? I don't know.
What did he say?
I guess.
Why is this chat so weird? I don't know. Honestly, like, I expected to be in chat more than I thought. Like, I'm not in chat as much as I thought I was going to be. But, I don't know. A lot of it's about Battlefront, and I'm like, why? This is not the time to talk about Battlefront. But anyway, so we got 4 seconds. Oh, that was it. That was
season streaming October 30th.
So that is it for that trailer. So you want to go ahead and pull up the second one?
The second, which is the last.
That's the one that's like a minute.
Is that the last?
Yes. The most recent one.
Okay.
But yeah, if you guys have any questions or theories, shoot them now, baby. Shoot them now. If we've already talked about them, you don't need to. Or if you guys want to hear our thoughts again, go for it too. How many seasons are there going to be? They have not confirmed how many seasons there's going to be. But I've had this in one of my Mandalorian updates, is that they did confirm there's going to be at least a Season 3. So, Season 3 is for sure coming. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be more seasons. They're making a ton of money off this show, so they're probably going to drag this out as much as possible. Which I'm all for, as long as they answer everything.
Okay. I'm good.
You ready? Alright. 3 on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Razor Crest, stand down.
So we got that scene with the Razor Crest again. I'll just shut up. We'll watch it and then come back.
I'm here on business. I need your help. I've been quested to bring this one back to its kind. If I can locate other Mandalorians, they can guide me.
This is no place for a child.
Wherever I go, he goes. Here we go.
Trailer is awesome, man.
The Mandalorian, new season streaming October 30th.
Trailer is awesome.
Only on Disney Plus.
That's it, right? Yeah, that's it. Okay, yeah, this is my outro. No, but alright, I want to talk about this. There's a lot of new, interesting stuff we got out of this. Alright? This is nothing new. Alright, this is new. We get to see Mando flying through this, I'm guessing this planet's Ilum, like I said. You know, he's going through this. And I'm looking carefully here. And we know right here, look at his ship. It's not damaged, you know? So, obviously, that planet that we saw... I'm sorry, go ahead.
I think they stole it.
Someone stole the Razor Crest?
Yeah, I think they stole it. Isn't Mando in that?
Yeah, Mando's in the Razor Crest. That's his ship.
Right, and I think they stole it because, like they were in a pickle and then they stole it. Because later.
No, I'm asking like, what did they steal?
The ship, the Razor Crest.
That's their ship. How can they steal it?
Well, I mean, I don't know, because it looked like they were like in a hurry to get out of there in a different scene. So it's like.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's probably them just trying to get out in a hurry then. But like, we get this whole next scene, right? He's walking on the desert planet.
I'm here on
Or not him,
business.
but that guy, not
I need
Mando.
your help.
Boom. So that was one shot we got, right? Now we know that shot, he's talking to Mando and Baby Yoda, right? And listen to what they're saying in the trailer because it's very important as well. But he has Baby Yoda in his
I've been
hands.
requested to bring this one back to its kind.
It has been requested to bring this back to its kind. All right. So most likely they're talking about the Jedi, right? Because in the other trailer they were talking about the Jedi. Obviously, I doubt that he's talking about Yoda's species, right? Because we don't really know enough about that. So he's talking about the Jedi.
Okay.
We get this scene, right?
If I can locate other Mandalorians.
Jedi is just an assumption, right? It's not.
No, we know they're going. We know that he's searching the Jedi. We know that's confirmed. That's in the trailer, because he's talking about the Jedi in the first trailer. You know.
His kind.
His kind. Oh yeah. Well, that's kind of speculation, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be about Jedi. Like, why would they return him back to like what we don't even know his home planet? I mean, fine, maybe he does find out, you know. But I don't understand why he would bring it back to his home planet. I don't know. I don't understand how they could go two different directions with that. How could they bring him to his own species and the Jedi? Unless maybe that is the case, and all of his species, all of that species, whatever their species is called, between Yoda and Baby Yoda, maybe they're all Force sensitive. I don't know. Maybe he's just a Force sensitive species. I have no clue, you know. But we see this. This is on Ilum as well, right? Obviously, it looks like some of the ice has been crashing down on his ship. He's fixing it. So, obviously, it gets wrecked for a second time. Or, ooh, that's a good question. Maybe it got damaged on Ilum. And then in the very first shot of the first trailer, they're leaving Ilum and going to that corn planet. So, because it shows it, because it's showing on Ilum right now that he's fixing his ship up, which makes sense because back here we saw it like slide on the ice. He's being chased, right? And look, we just heard the announcer stand down. So it looks like this shot right here, they're chasing after him. Looks like he might be going towards Ilum right now. He's driving, right? Boom, or piloting, I should say, not driving, right? Look, it's getting roughed up. It's hitting everything. Why did it mute? There we go. Driving backwards right there. It can get damaged. And then, you know, he builds it. They find him. Maybe you said in another scene, he's hurrying to get out of there. You know, maybe that is. He's hurrying up, trying to get out of Ilum. And he's trying to find the next planet he can get to, right? And maybe that's the Corrin planet, right? Mon Calamari, and that's where he meets the first Jedi. You never know. What's up, B1 Battle Good? Hope you're having a good weekend, man.
When did this take place again? Like after episode 6, right?
Yeah, this is taken after episode 6, yeah.
If I can locate
and
other
before
Mandalorian.
7 or
Huh?
And before episode 7?
Yeah. This is before episode 7.
So in between episode 6 and 7.
Yes. And I want to bring this up real quick, guys, because this is very, 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 very important to the plot, and this is why I'm super excited for season 2. Listen to what he says right now.
Mandalorians, they can guide me.
I'm going to skip back again for you guys to hear.
If I can locate other Mandalorians.
If I can locate other Mandalorians.
They can guide me.
They can guide me. Guide them where? To the Jedi, baby. To the Jedi. To bring Baby Yoda to the Jedi. That's what I'm thinking. This is all speculation, of course. But he's gonna find other Mandalorians, which makes sense because if you look at the other Mandalorian that had red and black armor from the other special look that we got, we're probably gonna see other Mandalorians from different clans and stuff, which is what I want to know. I want to know what they're doing, what they're up to. Are they in hiding? Are they gonna go out and fight? Are they out of the shadows now? And were they the only clan that was in the shadows? Like, what's going on? What's going on the planet Mandalore? Are we gonna visit Mandalore in live action? I don't know, but I really want to see all that good stuff. There's endless possibilities that they can do with this show.
Yeah, that's what makes it so good, because it's not predictable.
Yeah, and then we got to see him fixing his ship, right?
No place for a child.
Then we get this whole scene again, right? When they're placing bets on the boxing match, whatever. He's there with Baby Yoda, and then they put the guns to his head, and then the screen goes black, and we hear everything. But we get new footage showing what happened when we just saw black. We see him kick butt, baby.
Wherever I go, he goes.
Wherever I go, he goes, baby! We got to see... I'm going to put that in slow motion because that was awesome. That was awesome there.
If I can locate other Mandalorians, they can guide me.
Put half speed.
This is no place for a child.
No place for a child. He goes where I go, baby.
Wherever I go, he goes.
Wherever I go, he goes. Boom! Bam! And that guy's like, what the heck, bro? What the heck? That guy's wondering what happened there. Alright, let's put it back at normal speed. Oh, dang it. No. There. And look at this. Look at this, guys. So that... What is
Wherever
that,
I go,
right?
he goes.
Is that like a transport? Looks like a transport, maybe, and that's like an escape speeder or something. That goes off... Yeah, that goes off the cliffs. So, you know what I think? I think that's what Mando's in. He is in there, right? He's going by. Those scout troopers are following him from that one scene because they went off the cliff as well. So it makes sense if they went first and they're following him. Maybe he has a darksaber or something. And then we get this next scene that we're seeing right now that the scout troopers are following whoever's in this, right? Maybe he stole the darksaber from him because obviously he's going to want it back. And then look at that. Look at that very carefully, guys. Who is that? Is that the guy from season 1 that we saw in episode 1 that had the bounty after him? Is it? Is it just another one of his species? Remember, he isn't dead. The only thing we saw is Mando freeze him in carbonite. Remember?
Right. Yeah.
And sold him.
No,
So we don't know if they saved him, you know, because he technically gave it to that guy. I keep on forgetting the Star Wars name for that guy, but you never know. You know, maybe they unfroze him and needs their help for whatever reason. That'd be kind of cool. Look at then we see him get smashed here. Oh, boom! That's who's inside. I didn't realize that. Right there, they're inside of it. Is that Mando at the very end right there? No, that's not Mando. So it's these three, right? So we just got Carl, Gina, and then this blue guy, probably from season 1, maybe, that are in that, right? They buff the scout trooper. More shots.
Here we go.
Now we get to see him on his jetpack, right? TIE fighters might be following him.
The Mandalorian. New season streaming October 30th, only on Disney+.
And that is it. That is it for the trailers. So I feel like we did a pretty good breakdown. We kind of went through everything that was showed. If I missed anything, guys, let me know. If you guys have any questions or theories, you know, let us know too. But I think that's like it for the most part. We talked about the leaks. I talked about what I want to see in season 2. Where I stand with those leaks, I'm not really expecting them, but I think it would be great to see them. I'm all for seeing Ahsoka, Captain Rex, you know, Boba Fett. I just hope they just don't drench it and make it too much about them. As long as they keep it about the Mandalorian, I'll be happy. So we went over all 3 trailers, went over what we thought about season 1, all that good stuff. So if you guys don't have any other questions, I think that's going to be it for the podcast. See, I told you the first one was gonna be the quickest, because not the quickest. Sorry, the longest, because obviously there's tons of stuff we haven't talked about before. You know. Not gonna see a bunch of Yodas like we did the Ewoks. Hey, you never know. You never know. Oh my goodness. Chat, man, chat. Ray, I'm still stronger. Then he pulls out his lightsaber, but that'd be interesting, because if that is Ilum, what are they doing there? Are they there for the Kyber crystals? Are they there for the lightsabers? Are they there for a Jedi? Or maybe they're just there because they happen to be in the area and their ship got crashed down and they're being chased? Who knows? I don't know. I'm really excited. But guys, can't you believe it? 1 more week, baby. 1 more week and we get the first episode of season 2. I can't tell you guys how pumped I am. I'm super excited. I think Sam just left. I heard something in my headset, so I think Sam just left. But guys, I am so excited. I cannot wait for the watch party, guys. So be there next Friday. We're going to watch it together. So excited. But the leaked episode that Ahsoka is supposed to be in, according to the major leaks, it's supposed to be episode 5, so I guess we'll see then. But I do want to express this, guys, before I end the stream. Don't expect those leaks to be true. Do not think that they're going to confirm. You can hope that they come true, right? I'm all for hoping, right? The rebellion is built on hope. But don't expect it, because you will feel disappointed if you find a character, like if you love Ahsoka, right? And you are expecting Ahsoka to be in it, and then Ahsoka's not in it, you're going to feel kind of down. And don't want that to impact your view of the show. You know what I mean? So don't get your hopes up, but still be hopeful. Well, I said that wrong. I said don't get your hopes up. I should say don't expect it, but be hopeful. That's what I should say. But yeah, I'm gonna for sure do. I would rate it a 10 out of 10. I'm gonna be doing Mandalorian reviews too. So season 2, I'll be doing Mandalorian reviews, and we'll go from there. You know, watch parties. We're gonna be doing everything Star Wars. You know, we got a lot of Star Wars stuff coming up, right? I'm gonna be finishing up Squadrons content. I mean, I kind of got to soon because, boy, is it doing horrible on the channel. But I'm gonna be finishing up Squadrons because I said I would cover it, and plus I want to cover everything Star Wars like I said I would. And then after that, I'm gonna go back, do some Battlefront 2 stuff when there isn't any other Star Wars stuff. I'm working on a Star Wars news update. We got a lot of good info I want to talk about. We got Tales of the Galaxy's Edge. If you guys haven't seen the trailer on my channel, go check it out. Super pumped for that. I'm going to be covering that game that comes out on November. Forgot the date exactly. It's the 17th, 18th, or 19th. One of those dates. Super excited for that, though. And, yeah, there was something else, too, Star Wars related, besides The Mandalorian and that. There's something else. But I'll let you guys know when it comes closer to time. Anyways, guys, I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed the very first podcast on the channel. If you did enjoy it, you know, let me know. And most likely I'll be doing more of these. I would love to do more of these, not only with Shell and Sam, but with my other friends as well. You know, I know you guys like Sparty, and you guys probably want him to be in a podcast. I'd love to invite him, you know. I just don't think he's seen The Mandalorian. That's why I didn't invite him. But yeah, that's going to be it for this podcast today. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and may the Force be with you always.